right, good morning, everyone. We are back live with the 2024 6th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial tournament here at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And we got a great opening round matchup for you here. It's Stan the Man we're watching shoot right now. He's going to play, Aaron Arganoza. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure you guys share that stream for us. Lots of great pool today. Gonna be a great day filled with plenty of superstars playing some great 9-ball pool. One of Barry's favorite games. Stan goes for the bank with the two-way cue ball. It looks pretty good. How crafty is that shot? And we are joining just a couple minutes late. Trying to get everything set. Looked like the first stream I sent out had no sound, but we're good to go now. And Aaron gonna just play safe here, and I like this decision. Slightly misplayed, but I think the correct decision. Can kind of go for a side bank there, but I think it's lower percentage than this safety winning you the game. And these gentlemen are going to play race to 9-ball, alternate break. This is a winner's side match. Well, you know he wasn't trying to drive right by that. That's some early morning eyes. He's trying to overcut that safe. And he drove right by it, got it on the way back. So make sure you guys share that stream lots. Aaron shooting this 9-ball to win the first game. Steph's going to join in for most of the morning here. I think Peter Chiasson is going to be coming later on this afternoon. I'm going to be running around trying to do 8 different other jobs. But I want to sit in for at least some of this match because what a barn burner this is. Interested to see how this will turn out. And again, here at Leather Pocket Billiards, we got 10 9-foot diamonds, 8 7-foot diamonds, 2 Valley bar boxes, cold drinks, good food, you know. What more do you need at a pool hall, right, Steph?
Good people. That's all we need.
People. The people is who makes the pool room, right?
It's true. True story. We had a great match last night. Vargas and Johnny. What a great match that was.
I saw Johnny just came out firing on all cylinders.
He was up 4-1 on Eric. And Eric does Eric things and claws back, but they both made some amazing shots.
Yeah, Johnny on fire lately. He's playing confident.
You can tell.
He should be.
Yeah, you can tell. He's been working hard, putting lots of time in.
So Aaron with the break. And he's got all kinds of balls down, but no good shot on the 2. We got some A-side action here for most of the afternoon, and then later on this evening we're going to have probably a B-side match or 2.
Did we get that other camera working on the other side?
Yeah, I did, but the picture, because of the light, is no good.
Can definitely tell the difference in the lights.
We have more of these arena lights coming. They're on the way. Shouldn't be long, actually. Maybe a couple weeks.
Shipment on the water is not quick, unfortunately.
No. So the push out from Aaron means Stan can shoot this or make Aaron shoot it, but we're going to see Stan shoot this. He's going to find some crafty little safety. He could go for this in upper right with a 2-way. He's so creative with those kind of shots. He knows if he's going to miss, he's never overcutting that ball. So he plays it to, if he pots it, great. but if he undercuts it, he's getting safe a lot of times, and he hit it perfect speed.
Can Aaron see the edge of this too? Looks like he can just chip at it.
Yeah, he's going to try to go under the 9, but he's not going to get there. And looks like a doable angle here for Stan to come across for the 4 next.
This looks cuttable.
This is a tricky shot, and we saw in the opening rack, I didn't put the first game on the board. In the opening rack, he drove right by a ball from distance, trying to thin it. So, a little morning eyes here from the old man. It's not a young pup anymore.
But he's in better shape than most.
He is.
Let me tell you.
He is an inspiration to me. That's why I try to stay healthy too, because I hope I can play as good as he does when I'm his age.
For sure. Stan is healthier than probably most 30, 40-year-olds.
Guarantees healthier than Aaron. Aaron's half his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stan's always like running and hiking and eating really
right.
good. And yeah, he's a smart guy.
Leonard's asking if this is on Digital Pool, and it is. If you go to Digital Pool, hit tournaments at the top, and just do a search for 6th annual or put in leather pocket, it should pop right up.
Yeah, 6th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial.
Score is correct now, Matt.
Yeah, it took me a second there to get it, but got it.
Steve with the early morning jokes.
Where are you, Steve? Come make jokes in person.
Yeah, that's right.
Keyboard warrior over here. You stand with a long one here. Once he gets settled in, this won't be a problem, but, you know, first couple of games, these shots, these long ones, oh, he smooths it in. Yeah, once he starts hitting the ball like that, he's real tough to stop. And there's a video I've been showing everyone, the 5-rail kick. Did you see that one? And he cut the ball in?
Oh, at BCA, I didn't watch it.
Oh, it was just unbelievable. I've seen a lot of 5-rail kicks, but the one he played was just like on the weirdest angle. It was a stand shot. That's a good shot too, to stun follow that. He can roll it, but then he's going to be just risking a table roll a little bit, or a skid, or something funny happening. But when he stun follow it like that, he's always getting perfect position. This way, when he shoots the 8 next, cue ball's not on the rail. Oh, I'm surprised he drew all the way. He let the stroke out a bit there.
Probably feels like he needs it.
I think that's probably a smart play in game 2, you know, get the stroke going a little bit. He was obviously here early practicing, but practice is one thing.
Gotta feel it. Gotta feel it.
Ties it up, and it's alternate breaks, so he's back on serve. We got lots of great pictures of Barry. This is definitely my favorite one. Definitely.
He was so happy.
Oh, man. I can't imagine how happy he was. He was
the
biggest
so
Flames fan.
It's like I was saying yesterday when I showed that picture. It's like you don't get to experience, you know, a seat on the corner on the glass of a hockey game very often.
So cool.
And it's a completely different experience.
And so we framed his jersey, and it's up in the pool room here in the rafters. He's been retired.
Yeah.
Alongside Len.
You can see he's got his cue at the bottom of the box there, too, with his beer.
Yeah. He was quite the character. Man, he would have loved this room now.
That's what I was
think
saying
about
yesterday.
it often.
I was saying that yesterday. He'd be so proud to see the turnouts for his event.
And the action.
Yeah.
He would have been so in his glory with the action that's going on around here lately. He would have had so much fun. All right, good break from Stan. You keep an eye on that. He made the 1 in the side, which you're trying to usually avoid, but he hit it so square that I don't think it mattered. He was always going to get a shot on something. He had a shot on every ball here, no matter where the 2 was. But he's in prime position. Just the 3, the 4 is tricky, but I think I'd try to go underneath the 4. Get an angle on the 3 to slide underneath the 4. Needs this to hurry up. Ooh.
Maybe a little straight here.
Definitely straightish, but he's got the stroke to pull it off. He could draw this all the way to where he's standing. You can see he's not happy. He wanted to be a couple ball rolls to our right. But he could power this one up, draw it all the way back to where he is with a little left spin on the cue ball. Juice it over the long rail. Oh, he's going to play the bank. This is smart. This is why we watch pool, because Stan always shows us something. This is such a high percentage shot, right? Where if he tried to do something crazy, it's probably a lot lower percentage.
Nails it.
And the angle he played to leave that where it was so natural to go 2 rails into the 9 was sweet too. Never misses a beat, this guy.
Makes it look so easy.
He's got some good finishes in this tournament. I know runner-up at least once. Stan seems to always play pretty good at these events. Here at LP. Must mean he likes it here.
Favorites.
Too smooth. Way too smooth. We got Nick's Q Innovation in the house this weekend. He's going to be hanging out by the front door there. If you're in the area, need some tip repair or...
He's got his own little cubby now, hey?
Yeah, come check out. He's got lots of gloves for sale, tips for sale. Come check out his jump cues. All kinds of cool stuff. Or if you're not in the area, just give him a call. His phone number's there. You can always ship stuff to him. He does repairs, ship it back. Pretty good price. Aaron to break. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, he mishit the cue ball a bit. And he's gotten away with it. Shot on the 1. Angle to get to the 2. 5 to the 6 looks nice. Not much to do here.
I'm surprised at Aaron's Fargo. I didn't know that he was that high.
I'm surprised not higher.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's an incredible player. Just one of those supernaturally talented players. And plays a nice style of game. Aggressive. Kind of going for it lots, you know.
Yeah, it's not something that I monitor, you know, very regularly.
He doesn't play a ton. He works more than he plays for
Yeah.
sure. But when he's playing lots, man, he's a force. He's had some good finishes in tournaments here as well. I remember playing him in the final of one. Might have been the first Fargo Fair match. And then he had a really good finish out of Wild Rose. He lost to Justin, Baby Beamer, in the final.
Yep.
That's always a tough tournament. 100 players, you know. Ooh, got his shoulder into that one a bit.
Yeah, those Wild Rose tournaments are tough.
Very, very tough, yeah. I think he was ranked a 10 that year, which means he had to race to 10. So he was spotting pretty much everybody the whole tournament, at least one game. That's a nice shot. Good control there to make sure he gets nice and far over. Makes the 7 to the 8 much easier. I think he probably stun follows this one in. Sometimes he'll roll this, but he's more of that stun follow kind of player. He likes to get into the ball more like that. Just keeps everything truer with the stroke and the roll of the ball. Like that was a good example as well. He could have rolled it, played to the other side, but he likes the stun. He likes the draw. It's more of a controlled action. And these gents came to play this morning. Some nice pool here. Back-to-back breaking runs.
Some back and forth. This will be a tight match.
I think this is going to be a fun one for sure. We always bring the jersey with us there. You can see him hanging on the back of the chair in Vegas. And if you look really close and zoom in, you'll see Grant back there between some cues and the monitor.
Yeah.
And that was maybe one of the funnest team matches I've ever played because we played a bunch of our friends in the final. It was great. You can see Paul Richens and Russ Whittle there. Hooey would have loved that final. Those were like, 10 of his favorite people playing there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Stan's break kind of drew this cue ball straight up the middle. See if he does it again. Yeah, you got to watch this one. You can scratch. It's going to get kissed. No. It dodges all the bullets, and the two's going to dress up.
Perfect.
Oh, wow. Pay attention to that break a bit. I'm going to cut it. I don't think I'm going to hit it like that. I'm going to cut it and try to not make the one. I want the one to go over the hole or somewhere where I have an idea where it's going. I can't guess where the two goes every time is the problem.
Yeah.
So I think if I cut it, I avoid the one a little more, but Stan's got another idea. He's going to roll this. He's going to roll it perfectly. Look at this shot. Picks the window perfectly between the 7-8. Good morning, Alberta, the animal. Smooth draw here, right back through that same window.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he missed the pot. And that's a big rack, because they're kind of a little back and forth, break and run. Let's see if Aaron can put a little pressure on here. Steal this game. Maybe break and run one, open it up a little bit. Two players like this playing Magic Rack 9 ball, we're not going to see a whole lot of mistakes, but we've already seen a couple from Stan.
I think we can just chalk it up to first match of the day.
It's definitely a first match of the day thing. Whoa, he needs that to hold up. I think it just did, Just.
One more inch, I think he was in big trouble.
I think so, yeah. Like a half a ball roll. Instead, he has a nice angle.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. That's where he was trying to be. This way he could play shape inside. That's a good stroke. And if you're just joining us, everybody, make sure you do me a favor. Click that share button. Share it all day. We're going to be live all day, all night.
There's going to be some monster matches. If you're just tuning in, we're at the 6th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial tournament here at Leather Pocket. A side is 9-foot 9-ball. B side is 8-ball on the 7-foots. We got through 32 matches yesterday in pretty good time, I might say.
It could have been worse. Like we literally finished right as we were closing, but that's okay. That just means we timed it perfectly.
But those two tables made a huge difference yesterday.
We would not have gotten through with that many matches. Yeah, we would have been
Yeah.
bringing back a couple stragglers today, this morning. Instead, we're right on schedule. Chantel, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for the good luck.
That's Barry's daughter there, always checking in on us for her dad's event.
It's probably, there she is right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron to break, 3-2. What's happening with the 1 ball?
Took a little off on that one, I think.
The 7 kisses it, and he's perfect. And this is all about the 2 to the 3 because the 4, 5, 7 is dressed up perfectly right there. If he gets good on the 3, he's out. James' comment here. It's very Halloweening. They do the match. They do the monster match.
Yeah, there's going to be some good ones today. I was saying yesterday, we have 14 players over the 700.
Yeah, 14. It looked like 11 or 12 for a bit, and then I was really praying Edwin would get in. He was like 6th on the wait list or something. I thought, yeah, it'd be nice. Let's get another 700 in there.
Yeah.
And then I think we got like another one after that or something. So, and there's a few that are arguably should be over, but they're not.
Well, even at that, we've got 22 over 680.
Yeah.
But there's such a nice spread. There's 25 I counted under 580.
Yeah.
So lots of diversity. That middle though is pretty monstrous.
Oh, it's stacked. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like 650, 660 players that play just incredible.
Yeah.
So this shot from Aaron here, this is why I said it's all about the 2 to the 3. This one is tricky because you don't want to overhit it, but you don't want to slow roll it so much that it's hard to pot this ball. Oh, he dealt with it nicely.
Perfect.
And the speed is good. This might be a little overhit, but that's better than underhitting it and missing the pot. If you try to slow roll that one anymore, you're going to miss the ball. And you definitely can't do that against Stan. Should be noted, pretty big opportunity for Aaron here. A guy who, you know, doesn't play a ton of pool anymore. This is a big match for him.
Be up 2 games on Stan. That's a win in my books.
Yeah, you already won. Yeah.
I just
4-2. It's like celebrate. Yes.
Chalk it up.
I think he's playing this 4 in the corner. Pretty sure it goes by the 8. Could play it in the side, but now he's swinging the cue ball around. I don't know about this. This needs to be struck well. I thought he might use the extra rail if he was going to do that. Maybe the 9 was a bit in play there. 9 needs to make a good recovery shot. Because he can pot this one, but the nice way to pot this one, the speed you like, puts your cue ball on the right side rail. You hit it softer, you risk missing it. You hit it harder, you can scratch, or all kinds of things can happen. You can end up 50-yard line. He hit it perfect. That's a great shot. Made it look easier than it was. Stayed smooth with the draw there. If he's straight in, he'll love it. He said he sold his break cue to Alan, and then he bought it back.
He missed it.
Alan's bringing it today, so he didn't have it yet. He asked to borrow mine, so I let him use it. He's a good guy.
Sporty of you. Well, he's not playing you, so.
That's the main thing. And I'm not playing at the same time. That's important, too. James Brinson says, Stan was here in Lincoln City, Oregon last week to win a tournament. Yeah, we watched the highlight reel 5-railer from that. That was impressive in the team match, nonetheless.
We're always cheering for Stan wherever he is, wherever in the world he is.
Yeah, we're big fans of Stan. Right now, we're big fans of Aaron. He's potting away here, got a 2-game lead. I don't know if Aaron has as cool of a nickname as the man, but
I don't think anybody does, really.
Jason wants to know what kind of brake cue I use. The BK Rush, the blue one. Sport Wrap. Sport Wrap BK
I'm a big fan
Rush.
of the Sport Wrap. I do like that. I prefer it.
Speaking of Predator. Predator Jam Up collab's always cool. You guys got lots of new stuff coming, right?
There's lots of new stuff coming. Yeah, keep your eye on the website.
New leather pocket Jam Up stuff coming soon, too.
On its way.
I'm excited for that. Okay, let's watch Stan's break. He's trying to draw the cue ball up the middle, I think. Definitely is, because that's 3 in a row he's done that. So it must be that the 1 is sometimes missing the side and going up on this end rail. That's why he's drawing it. He came up dry. That's super rare. Oh, I see the 8 hung. I couldn't see the the 8 was the wing ball, and it rattled around in there and didn't go in. It's camouflaged with the pocket. Aaron's going to play a little safe here. Just try to hold under the 5. Dragged it perfectly. You can see Mike there on the side. Mike Robinson. He's second round of the A side. He played a good match last night. Going to be a force in this tournament. He's been playing great lately.
A lot of players putting some time in.
Oh, look at this kick from Stan. Man, does he ever kick good or what?
Oh my gosh.
He just always hits the right side of the ball. Even if he didn't make that, it was just the correct side. He was going to get safe a lot of times behind that 9-6-3 wall. Bonus, it went in, right? And he's got position.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he goes near his hand here, the 3 will go. Oh, he doesn't want to freeze on the rail. It's okay. A little bounce was all he needed. Might have to negotiate a rub on the 6, or is he going to try to cheat it going forward? Oh, he tried to flick the 6. That's so hard to do. Very, very difficult shot.
Unfortunate. I think he leaves Aaron the window here.
And that's a big mistake early in the match, early in the, I'd say, tournament as well. You know, you'd hate to see Stan going to the B side this early, or either one of these guys really, but Stan especially.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron will definitely be thinking that, because Aaron is very much not an 8-ball player. And Stan is very much an 8-ball player.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best box 8-ball players of our generation.
I think so.
Okay, I think he needs to draw this one now. Like low right spin around off 2 rails, get the cue ball heading towards the 7. He wanted more angle for sure. And now he needs to power it up a bit.
Yeah.
No, going over there I feel is a bit riskier.
That is risky.
Then you might end up with the same shot Stan had, you know? Some kind of touchy shot where you're trying to negotiate a rub.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like it, because now you still need one more big shot. So you're almost better just playing one big shot to get shape on the 6, but the angle from here is a lot different than what he saw too. Maybe he just didn't have enough to draw it around.
Yeah, it was too straight.
The other thing I keep forgetting is this 8-ball's hanging over there, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I kept thinking he's just shaping the 7, but
7 to the 8 makes it much easier.
And this might have been why he played this position, is because he's trying to go under the 7, and he didn't go under the 7.
Gonna give Stan another swing at this.
Wow.
I don't think Stan was expecting to get back at this table.
Well, what you want to do on this shot is try to leave the cue ball kind of on the angle it is now. You don't want to leave it straight in, because then when you play the combo on the 7, 8, you can lose the 7 to the end rail. If you leave this kind of angle, and when you play the combo, it's hard for it to go wrong. The cue ball's coming back across, so if you lose the 7 a bit, you still have a shot. That's why he leaves it near middle here. Good morning, Colin. Colin with a good match last night. Battle of the Collins. He was the better Colin that day. Greenlee is very, very, very tough. Greenlee's been lately, so that was a good win. Oh my goodness, he almost drove right by, and he's going to get punished. Look at this.
He's not happy.
Well, this is a very difficult situation. This is, you can bank this if it's on. If not, he might be in a little bit of trouble here. And it's kind of a must make, you know. You don't want to be down 5-2 with your opponent breaking.
Big swing.
Oh, he gins the bank. Never a doubt.
Jeez.
Pressure? What pressure? I don't know what pressure is.
It just makes it look so easy.
Oh, that was a good shot. That was very good. Nice recovery. Should be noted, though. Oh, my.
Ben and I are over here holding our breath.
I was going to say, should be noted, Aaron's still in control of this match. I think he breaks next. He definitely does. 4-3, Stan broke first. And if you're just joining us, everybody, it's the 6th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial. We got a great turnout. We filled the event in 2 days.
That's crazy.
The 10,000 added didn't hurt, thanks to Jimmy Jutsi there for the added money.
So many great things going on here at LP. If you are in the Calgary area or passing through, make sure you send us a message. We can let you know of any events that are happening while you're here. But there's always action to be had in this room also.
Make sure you follow the Facebook page, Leather
Yep.
Pocket Billiards Facebook. We post everything there, all our league stuff, all the tournament stuff.
Lots of bonus cash in the weeklies.
Yeah.
Always action in the room.
Yeah, weeklies have been 200 added to each weekly. We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournaments every week. Good junior league. Had a good turnout. First couple of weeks of junior league is super nice.
And different kids this year too.
Yeah,
It's nice to see.
It's nice to see that there's a next generation of talent, because there's quite a few talented kids. They're going to be whooping us in no time. Nitin traveled for this, says Leonard. He does a lot in the GTA for pool. Yeah, I follow him lots with what Nitin does out there, and he is doing lots, always hosting tournaments. And
Did I hear that he was moving here? Did I hear that?
no, I didn't hear that, but I mean, it's quite possible. 2 of his good friends live here.
Oh, is that right? I heard that a while ago, so maybe that was just a,
Okay,
obviously maybe it's just a pool room rumor. You never know.
A lot of good players are, though. Like Aaron's from Saskatoon.
It is the pool mecca of Canada, I would say.
It only took him traveling out here a couple times before he told the wife, okay, let's go. We're moving.
If you love the game, you love it here, because there's just so much action. There's so many great players.
It's been a lot of fun. So we saw Aaron played a push there, and Stan must have went to the washroom.
I think he did. I think he told Aaron that he was going to take a break before he racked up that set.
So when Stan comes back, it'll be his option to shoot from there or let Aaron shoot. And it's kind of a curious decision. He might let Aaron shoot here. If the 1 doesn't pass the 4, it's hard.
I don't think it does.
It'd be hard to overcut it, because the idea would be to overcut it and bank it up to the end rail and send the cue ball below the 7-9, but it'd be hard. Well, you hit it thin enough, but then it's hard to get enough speed out of the 1 to get it over there. You might just leave it over the hole, right? I'm very curious to see what Stan does here. I played a good one last night. I pushed out to a kick, and Edwin gave it back, and I absolutely jailed him on the kick safety. I felt so good. Because it's Edwin. How did he not take the kick safe on? Because it was difficult, I guess. I just one-stroked it perfectly.
He didn't have faith. He didn't have your faith.
It's tricky to push against a really good player like him. You can't push and let him see the ball. That's crazy.
Well, that's a different level of pressure too, right? Because you want to prove that you can do it, especially when you're playing somebody so great.
I used to get a little weirded out playing Edwin, where I would go for too many shots, thinking that my safeties were never going to pay off, right? So, it's good to just play the right shot. I had to really convince myself that it didn't matter who it was.
Yeah.
I might have to play the safe a little tighter, but still play the safe. Don't go for some crazy, stupid shot because you think he's going to kick it in every time, right?
Yeah.
Because he 3-railed one in and cut it in against me once out of the middle of the table. I just was like, there's no way anybody's that good. But he is.
He is.
Now these guys, they just always hit the correct side of the ball when they kick it. Doesn't matter how many rails they're using. That's been nice to see. The twins both got in. Joanne got a late spot. I was very happy to see she got the spot, because Bev was already in.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So
I thought they got in together.
it's nice to have them both in. Barry loved them.
They were pretty close. That's a lot of years of pool together.
Yeah, they played alongside each other for a long time, yeah. Okay, we got Stan back. He's taking a look. Leonard wanted to know if the kick on the 1 is wired for the 6 in the side. Like the 2 in the side. No, I don't think so. And he gives it back right away. But Aaron had a while to think about this, so, and I'm sure he figured he was getting it back. So he already knows what shot he's playing. He's just got to try to get comfortable to play it. You know what he's looking at here is like a fuller hit and try to spin it a little bit. So he can just kind of change the angle of how much he's hitting the 1 and maybe spin it by the 4. He doesn't know what he's doing. He had all that time to think about it. He still doesn't know what he's doing.
No. It's tricky. This one's tricky. I think you can definitely tell he doesn't love it.
I think it was a really good push from Aaron. If it's this tough, it was a good push.
Leonard says, kick at the 1, kiss the 1 off the 8 to the side.
It's not a bad shot, Leonard. You could kiss it safe that way. Well, this isn't the worst thing he could do because he put the 4 way down here. Now the 2 to the 4 is tough. Not to mention this pot on the 1 is a bit tricky.
Mark Mapp in the room. I think Mark's going to sit in with me a little bit later.
Oh, that would be great because I got to jump off in a minute. Good question in the YouTube. Is there any formal instruction in Calgary or just playing the better players? There's actually a handful of really good instructors in Calgary. Myself included. Dwayne Bjornstad, really, really good instructor. John Jorgensen, Canadian legend.
Mm-hmm.
Mark says only Ben. Ben Liu, yeah, he teaches. No, I'm just kidding.
Kevin Beavis?
When I have time, yeah, Beamer is really, really good, actually. I've been referring a handful of people to Beamer that live out south, and he's a really great instructor. I always say proof's in the pudding. I mean, his son plays awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually have a lot of great instructors. Like, and not only good players, they can really communicate well.
Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of good compliments lately. I'm getting better at it. I wanted to start teaching when I was young so that I could be better at it as I got older.
Mm-hmm.
It takes practice like anything.
Yeah, it's not
teaching, you know.
It's not easy.
I love it when I have time, but my time is so limited. It's really hard to find time to do it as much as I would like. Look at this shot.
Wow.
And he almost got the 1 where he needed it, but it might have leaked out. He's trying to get the 1 beside the 8 and get the cue ball under the 9. You try to bury both balls on Aaron there.
Yeah, Aaron got down on that real quick.
Yeah, is he ever shooting this fast? Oh, you might have got a little lucky here if it slides by the 5.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. You can see how much the rail is still grabbing the slide like it's new cloth. Like Derek said a couple of comments ago, big pockets. They're playing bigger than usual because the cloth is still pretty new. Tables are playing really, really nice right now.
Pretty slick.
A big shout out to my brother from another mother, Ben Francisco. He's been doing an awesome job cleaning tables every day.
Yeah, he said he was here at about 8:30 this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he came in early. Super reliable guy.
He's paying for it. He's like, my hand hurts, my arm. He's like, I got to play.
He's not a young lad anymore, so.
No, but man, he sure works hard.
I couldn't do this without him. He's one of the big pieces to the puzzle, you know.
Good people, tough to find some days.
It takes an army to run these events, you know. As well, like the help from you as well. So it's a lot of work, I know. Even just to sit here and do the commentary, but to try to help Larry, and there's a lot to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the kids with you as well, so.
Well, my kids are pretty.
They're pretty good.
Pretty self-sustaining.
Yeah.
I don't have to do too much with them. They're so happy to be here.
Well, yeah, both of them now, yeah. One of them getting paid, so he's real happy.
Yeah.
The other one's like, where's the pool table at?
Yeah. He's been looking forward to it all week.
Oh, it's great. And Derek still weren't big enough for me in my match. He had a tough one against Nitin yesterday. I'm glad I didn't get there in time for it because I would have side bet on you, Derek. I thought you were going to win that one. Look at this stroke. I think he hit it better than he was expecting.
Yeah, I think so.
He really got into it. Joshua, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Josh, are you not playing this week?
He's new dad.
Oh, daddy duties.
He's allowed to come play, but I don't think for a whole weekend. We'll probably see him. He'll come.
Yeah,
Check
if you
it
need
out.
a break, I mean, you still, even as new parents, you still need a break.
Yeah.
Take off for a couple hours.
Well, like I told him, the dad's not much use for like the first little while anyway. The baby's crying, they're looking for mom, right?
True, but you're there to
Just-
maintenance your wife.
That's right.
Also.
You're taking care of the wife more than the baby.
That's right. You're the support team.
He's been around a little bit. He's been coming a bit here and there. But yeah, I don't think he's entered. Maybe he is, and I just didn't see he had a bye way down there or something. Yeah, I thought same thing, Leonard. I thought Aaron got a little brave there, but I don't know if he had a better shot. He really ripped at that bank, but sometimes the safety is just as hard as the bank, and then what are you going to do, right? Romeo says, it seems a bit darker compared from last night. I tried to turn off the autofocus. I don't know if it worked.
It was great last night. It didn't. It wasn't moving last night at all.
Yeah, it was on, but... And I tried to turn it down a bit to make the next camera not seem so bad, but it's not going to matter. Next one's not going to look good no matter what we do with it.
Now that you've got the arena lights, it is a world of difference.
And it keeps freezing. It might not even work, to be honest.
Oh, no.
Which is fine. It would only be for like 2 or 3 matches anyway. Can someone post the bracket? It's on Calgary Pool Scene, Jesse. It's on Leather Pocket
Don't
Billiards.
be lazy, Jesse.
Facebook page. You can post it. Thanks, buddy.
If you go to Digital Pool, just go to tournaments at the top and just put in 6th annual or Leather Pocket. It should pop right up. If somebody wants to comment with it, I can pin it. Denzel, look at this monster popping up in our chat.
Should have rolled some of your winnings and played this event, Denzel.
Yes, Denzel.
He's like $1,200 richer after the Fargo Fair match.
Denzel, to answer your question, we are going to be streaming all day today.
Lots of matches.
So we just got through the very first bracket last night. We have all day today to play the bulk of the event, and then finishing, I think Larry said, top 16 tomorrow.
12. We're going to try to get down to 12.
12?
Yeah. Stan ties it up.
It's going to be a long day. Don't you worry. There will be lots to watch.
There's going to be... 4 A-side matches. This one and 3 more to get to the final 4 on the A-side.
No tournament tomorrow? Are you guys going to do tournament tomorrow?
No.
No weekly tomorrow.
No weekly tomorrow. We gotta keep some tables open for walk-ins later on in the day, and we're gonna be hopefully we'll only be down to 2 tables in the main event, but no, we'll hold off on the weekly and the junior league tomorrow, and then continue normal progress next weekend. Stan the man to break. Let's see, he's gonna try to draw this one up there again. Oh, he hit a little more firm that time. Kind of gave it the stun, and it's going to pay off. Well, the 2 goes a little safe, mind you.
Two balls in a tricky little spot there. I believe that's the 2 ball just over the 6 on the right side. Oh no. He was looking too much at trying to get on that 2 and he missed the ball.
That'll happen.
See, even the pros do it. I do it a lot more often, but even the pros do it. It's kind of nice to see, to be honest.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
You take your eye off the ball. The more I watch pool, the more I see a lot of players do it. It's really easy to take your eye off the first ball, looking at where you're going. He's got
Oh,
such a powerful stroke, you know. There's like a handful of players in the room with the ability to pull off that shot.
and he's playing with wood too. He's not playing with a carbon fiber, right?
Yeah, I think it's wood, yeah. One of the few players in the whole room playing with wood. Even
Mm-hmm.
Brady's playing with carbon these days.
So what do you do with this 2 ball here? You got to run it all the way up.
It's kind of one of those shots, like you got nothing on the 3 next unless you run it all the way up. So I like the safe. I kind of want to chip it up near the 5 and use the 7-3 for cover. That's what he's doing.
Yep.
It's a big wall there. The 7-3 makes a big wall.
That was a good shot.
He executed it really sweet. Amez Pro. Amez X Pro, says Josh. Josh, one of Aaron's good buddies, so he knows what everybody's playing with, right? Stan going 2 rails here. He's going to have to juice this one up. Lots of bottom, lots of right if he's aiming there.
Ooh, just flicks it.
Oh, how good is that? Are
And
you
the
kidding
9.
me? There's nobody that good. Get out of here.
Stan is that good.
Get
I love watching
out of
him
here.
play.
Look how slow he hit it to get the juice to grab. Are you kidding me? No, that was too good. Nobody's that good. I refuse to believe it. Yeah, him and Eric, the only 700 in the tourney that plays with wood. I don't know. I think maybe Butler. Is Butler still playing with wood these days? I'm not sure.
You know, I haven't noticed. There's the draw there. Thanks, Romeo.
It was a miscue.
Seen a couple of 6 shots yesterday too. A couple I called out. I was like, I don't think he's making this. And then they made it. I was like, wow, what a great shot that was.
Well, that one was a little tricky. It was, you know, a little elevated, trying to hold the cue ball. And
Well, and the speed too. Like that was perfect.
yeah, just mishit it a bit. That's all it takes. Chance for Aaron to regain the lead here. Balls lay nice. Just these first couple shots. Once he gets on the 4 next, it's pretty slim pickings from there. Pretty easy.
Yeah, everything's wide open. Nothing's tied up. Each ball leads to the next. I don't see any problems here.
Yeah, 7 to the 9 is maybe the only one. He's got to move the cue ball a bit. He's landed perfect here. Nice slow spin shot.
Good morning, Brian. Thanks for tuning back in.
Oh, he'd rather this one hurried up a bit. He didn't want that much angle, unless he's trying to play the 7 in the side, but I don't think so. You'd think he would have wanted to be straighter on the 6 and kind of just roll it in, but
Yep, he's going to have to go back and forth now.
yeah, he's good at that shot, though. He executes that one nicely. He's going to get a nice bounce here, too. Draw this one back. Nice match these gents are having. Close one, as expected. Fires it. I always liked Aaron's style of pool. He's not scared to hit the ball. Some players might have rolled that one a little more, but he just fires it in. A bit of a tester here with the cue ball on the rail, though. Got to keep everything still.
Looks pretty straight off the beach.
Oh, he did well there. Just kept his head nice and still. Regains the lead at 5-4 and breaking. We'll see if that blue BK rush can help him out here. I'm going to ask him for a tip. Yeah, the guy you borrowed the cue from, people. If he wins this match, he's going to be asking to borrow it every match now.
You might be without a breaker for the day.
All right. I'll borrow his. Good speed behind it. Doesn't overhit it. And he's going to get a shot.
I like it.
And the 5's going to kind of plug up the 4 a bit. The 1 to the 2 is already difficult enough.
I was just going to say, is that the 2 ball on the left side there?
Yeah, and it wouldn't be so bad if the 4 went by the 5, but I think the 5 spoiled the show a bit there now. The 2 to the 4 is extremely difficult, even if you get perfect on the 2. I think the 2 passes the 7 into the lower left. That might help a bit. No. What am I talking about? He's pointing over there.
That looks tight.
Yeah, it's got to be close, right? That would be the preferred way to play it. It's from underneath. He might even have too much angle on the 1 to spin it over there for all I know, but just waiting for the player on the other table to finish shooting.
Who is that? I'm trying to recognize those legs.
Yeah, it's whoever's playing Mike. Sean Bulochowski.
Sean Bulo.
Oh yeah, there he
there
is.
He is. Yeah.
Can't miss him there.
Now I recognize those
Yeah.
legs.
If he was outside the camera, it'd be easier to see him. He's so big, he takes up the whole camera. He can't. It's so tall. He was another one. He got a last-minute spot, very last minute, and I was super happy to hear because he said he played every other event.
Did he get there?
Would have been the first one he missed. Did he ever get there?
Oh, no.
Bit unlucky. A bit unlucky because he did have to go over there. He had to take a bit of a risk. He's trying to figure out, how did I do that?
Yeah.
Jump cue. I think he needs a jump cue. I don't think the kick goes here. Oh, he's playing the safe. He tried to hit half of it and send it safe, and he didn't get it. That's what he was looking at there. The rail first, half of the ball, and try to leave the 2 behind the 6. Didn't work out. Back and forth they go. Stan should be able to either miss the 6 here going forward or draw, but I think going forward's fine. He's going to play the 4 on the left side next. He's going to hit it perfect, too. Wow, yeah. This is nice. Easy to run into the 4 there with the angle that he had. A slide off that long rail can get you sometimes. And he knows this is a big game here.
Mm-hmm.
Every game is now, down to the back half of the match.
I like it.
That's good control there with the 2 rail. Just going to want to draw this one back a bit. You don't want to be too straight on the 7 because then you're going to be on the rail shooting the 8. So you want just a hair of angle here. Like so.
That'll do.
See if he powers this one all the way to the end rail again, like in rack 2. I believe it was rack 2. Just drew this one all the way to the end rail and out. Not this time. Didn't need to that time.
No.
And I think late in the match, it's not time
yeah,
for that anymore.
Yeah, it's a little different. I was just thinking that, you know, with the first couple of games, you're just trying to let your stroke out, kind of get a feel of the table, loosen up a little bit. Now they're into it.
Yeah, it's time to hold the stroke in now, right?
Yeah,
don't let it out too much. Unless you're Aaron, he just lets it out on every shot. Nice finish there from Stan.
That's your style. That's your style, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you live and die on it too a lot of times, but it is a good way to play. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy playing that style as well. I don't know what kind of cue Joshua's using or Stan's using. Q-Tech, maybe? I'm not sure what the carbon shaft is.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually. I'll have to ask him. I don't know if I've ever asked.
I think it's a revo. Have to inspect the ferrule closer. Stan used to wear a glove to break with. Don't really need it with this. Magic Rack 9 ball, you don't need too much speed out of the break. But there are no soft breaks allowed, so we are making sure they're hitting it a little bit. But you can see there's no, like, throw your leg into it or anything. He come out dry here, didn't he?
Again. That's his second dry break.
That's a bit to do with the rack. You're going to see him take a look here when he takes the Magic Rack off. He's going to go, what happened? Well, Aaron may have the pot on this one into the lower right. If he does, he's going to take it on. 2 is very available. He did have it. That was very much a two-way shot, though. He knew that 8-4 was going to be big. But I don't know how much I love leaving the ball this close to the pocket. Stan the man been kicking stuff in lately.
Yeah.
And by lately, I mean for the last 60 years. Maybe 50. Maybe only 50 years.
That's true. Stan always comes up with something magical.
This is more of a safe shot if he looks to the right long rail.
Is he swerving it?
He looked at both. He looked to the right long rail first. I thought this is maybe the correct play because you just hit about half of it and the cue ball goes over here. And the one goes up the right side rail.
Yeah, he's playing off rail there.
Falansky in the house.
Who is this Stan fella?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
He's not bad.
He's new to the game.
Hope you can make it out again for a tournament one of these days,
yeah,
Steven. It's nice having you out here.
Where are you, Steven? This would have been a good one to come out for.
Oh, good control from Aaron here and got it nice and tight. The other bonus here is he's put the one near the 3, which need to do something with the 3. So if he, happens to get something happening on the 1, he might be able to develop the 3 while getting on the 2. You'd have to think he'd never get ball in hand here from Stan, but once in a while, even robots like him drive by the ball sometimes.
Yeah, can't play perfect all the time.
Yeah, but I would bet my money that he hits this. Probably gets safe below the 5 there. He's going to try to hit it at that speed. Look at this.
Oh, boy.
He probably gets safe below the 5. I wasn't, serious. I thought I was half joking. No, he's not. He's going to hit it at that speed, but he's not going to get it below the 5.
He'll teach you.
And you look at the shot that Aaron played and think, oh, he got it nice and tight to the 8. That's quality.
Wasn't tight enough.
It's not good enough.
No.
That's what I hinted
you need to be
out.
Frozen.
I hinted at that with Edwin earlier. Edwin used to do this to me all the time.
These guys, they just have so much experience.
They always hit the right side of the ball.
Edwin, Stan, Brady, we're so lucky to have these legends in the room so often.
Oh, yeah, that's how we learn, yeah.
But, Stan's got his handful. Aaron's playing solid.
Aaron hit a good shot there, too.
Yeah.
Kicked and hit the correct side of the ball. He got the length on the 1. I mean, a little fortunate.
99% of the time, your opponent is not getting out of that safety.
No. You might even get ball in hand half of the time against a lot of players, right?
Yeah. But.
And he tied up the 3 was actually a bonus for Stan. Stan would rather the game is extended, where Aaron would rather the balls are in the open and when he plays one good shot, he can win, Stan's willing to play 8 of these kick safeties to win a game, right?
You don't get the nickname The Man by accident.
This guy is just way too good sometimes. Just unbelievably good. To hit it just perfectly, to stay behind. I don't know if he stayed behind the 9, but it's close enough to behind the 9. That was really good.
I would love to be in Aaron's head right now.
Yeah, wondering, what do I got to do here? How good of a shot do I need to play?
Right?
And this is such a great game at 5-5. I'm loving this. Little battle on the 1 ball at 5-5. Gotta love it. kind of a big game for both of them, but if I'm Aaron, I'm really thinking, man, if I can get the better of this safety battle, it's my break next. Stevens been a little busy. Yeah, no, life's got to take priority, and then pool next.
Another
It's
room
always
owner?
time for pool. Yeah, hopefully the room's doing good too. Sneaky Pete's Billiard Cafe.
Oh, gosh. He hit that real well.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's going to get another shot, but he's not going to like it. He's going to be right below the 3 here.
I'm congratulating myself just hitting that one ball.
For sure. Nice little swerve masse, and you didn't sell out a shot, right?
That's right.
Oh, he'll be happy too. So Stan's got both ways here. He could play the 1 below the 3 and play the cue ball long. I don't hate that, but I think the other way is more simple. Bank the 1 out, freeze on the 3. No, he didn't hit that nearly as good as he could have. That's the kind of shot where you're going for the devastating one, You really want to freeze him up there because you can. You don't want to leave him an edge like he did, or this little 1-rail kick. He's got the edge, though. Like Aaron's a go-time player. He might try to cut this in. It does cut in the side. It's super thin. I've seen him make crazier shots than this. And what's the alternative, The safety is tough anyway. You kind of push the 1 near the side and send the cue ball below the 9. That's tough too. Yeah, look at this shot. Beautiful. He got no reward for it, though.
No.
That's super unlucky because he made a really good shot.
Yeah, that was very unlucky.
And it's hard to play position from that. You just kind of let it fly around.
Yeah.
You get a look on the 2s close to the hole, right?
Well, I mean, you got, 87% of the table that you can land on.
Yeah, such this huge area in the middle. Yeah. On the bonus, though, was he tied up the 3, so. But Stan won't hate to see that. Stan won't mind that the 3's tied up. He'll just play position for a safety. Good morning from the West Coast, Peter Wood. Thanks for tuning in, pal.
Good morning.
Stan going to power up this draw shot, get over where his arm is, and then try to play safe on the 3, I believe. Oh, he went for the breakout. He's going to kiss the 5 and put himself in jail.
He's got a kick. He's got a kick here.
And this is one where I wish we had the side view, which we may have in the future once we get the new lights in and some new camera angles. But can he kick this one safe? Does the 3 pass the 7 to go safe? If not, what does he have? Yeah, it must. He's sort of looking at that kind of shot. It's going to be soft. You just want to get the 3 to the rail, really.
Mm-hmm.
He is so good at these little shots, though.
The touchy safeties.
With the small spin. Oh, he hit it hard. So that tells me, yeah, the 3 didn't pass.
Oh, wow.
Did he know the 7 was going? He may have known the 7 was going because he was upset that he's shooting over top of the ball instead of apologizing.
Yeah, I was actually just wondering that myself. I looked to the replay too slow.
Like, was it wired?
Yeah. It could have been. I mean,
I don't think so. I think he's trying to get the cue ball long there, but
I was surprised that he actually hit it so firm. Right? Because I was expecting him just to play a little touchy shot just to, freeze up on it. Take the 3 to the rail.
But I don't know that. I don't think the 3 did. I don't think it passed the 7. I think it was too frozen to it.
Maybe.
That's why he just kind of hammered at it. But maybe he knew the 7 was wired too, like with the spin and the speed. Sometimes you can judge it well.
Just never know with these geniuses, what they're thinking.
We'll see what he's thinking here. This is really tough. This is double tough from the last shot. You almost rather be kicking at this one. Because I'm certain it doesn't sneak by the 5, although he'll probably prove me wrong.
Is he playing a carom? Is it a combo? Oh, it goes.
I'm certain it doesn't sneak by the 5, he says. It doesn't touch the 5.
You fit a truck in there. I don't know what you're
Did
talking about.
Did somebody say these pockets are playing big or what? It's very deceiving, but they're not. They're tight pockets, I promise.
Unbelievable.
He's got two options for the safe here. He can chip the 4 by the 9, or he can chip the cue ball by the 9. They both work, I think. Cue ball by the 9 is pretty thin on the 4, and I think it's okay. I think you keep the 4 on the rail. Well, he's looked to see if the 4 passes. I didn't really even contemplate that. If the 4 goes in the top right, he's gonna shoot at this.
I'm looking at the safety and just taking the 4 up table and putting the cue ball behind the 8.
That was my first thought. Might be a little delicate, but if the 4 goes, he'll shoot. 5's over the hole. Oh, he overcut it by a foot. Maybe somewhat by design to overcut it, but it didn't work out. And a big moment for Aaron here, as I alluded to earlier. He's breaking next, so you got to favor him getting out here, and then we'll see if he can retake a 2-game lead late in the match here. It'd be big to put yourself on 7, and now you're going to really put it in Stan's head to keep you off the hill, so the pressure starts to build for Stan immensely. And yes, he does feel pressure. He's human like the rest of us. Just not as much pressure.
If you're not feeling it, you don't care enough.
Yeah.
And we know that that's not the truth with Stan. He loves this game so much.
Yeah, and he's, he was a big fan of Barry's, good friend of his, and around the game a long time. The guys played together for years, so.
I would imagine that they've both invested about the same amount of years.
Yeah.
Decades.
And so, like, the money is nice, and the, win a tournament is fun, but it's kind of, there's a deeper meaning for a lot of these players.
These guys have known each other so long.
I'm not lying. I'm really pulling hard for, like, one of those guys on my team who hasn't won it yet. I'd love to see Joe win it. I really would love to see Joe win it. I just don't know if he's ready. He works all summer. It's kind of a bad time of year for him, unfortunately. But it would be nice to see Joe or Eric. Eric's has been working super hard, so I really don't hate Eric's chances.
I heard that Joe has actually been playing a little bit more than we would actually expect.
He has, but just not
snooker
competitively.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of it. And I feel it in myself because I do practice a little in the mornings, like 1 hour, half an hour here and there. But then I get in competition and I'm a little shaky and a little uneasy. And a lot of it's the competition mode. You got to be getting competition reps. Nice shot on the 9 from Aaron there. We're at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Room's getting nicer every day. Staff's doing an amazing job. The owners are really great.
Lots of work getting put in.
The manager's not too bad. He works a lot of hours.
He's all right.
He's ready for a nap on Monday.
Aren't we all?
I'm going to need an afternoon nap.
Aren't we all?
Except I got too much to do, so that's not happening.
I purposely tried to make my Monday meetings light because I know that my brain's just not going to be with it.
Yeah, it's going to be foggy. Oh, cue ball gets kissed. What's he got on the 1? Oh, how good is that kiss?
Oh, did he get a blocker there?
It won't really matter. This
Combo,
is he's so
hanger.
Yeah, he's so close to the 1 and so close to straight. It should be pretty easy to dial this one up and control the 1 after as well. So I had an interesting situation yesterday. I got called over for Joanna's playing. The cue ball is right beside the 9. I believe they just broke. And she goes to move. She asks her opponent first, Hadar, I'm going to try to move the magic rack. And she moved the cue ball. Is it a foul? Technically, right? But in that situation, I don't think it is. I told Hadar, I said, if she was shooting and she moved the cue ball, foul for sure.
For sure.
But you both agreed she was going to try to move it. You didn't ask for a ref first. We're going to get the magic rack out of there, and then I'm going to let Hadar put the cue ball back where he thinks it was, just like an object
think
ball.
the correct way to do that would have been for Joanne to ask Hadar to take out the rack.
And that's kind of it, right? So then if he moves it, then it's not so much of a big deal. The real definite way is to ask the ref, but
chalk it up to a learning lesson,
And I thought, we're all here
for
a bigger reason than just the pool.
And
so let's not. And it was game 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I let's not call a cheesy foul in game one,
Yeah,
okay?
for sure.
Hadar ends up winning that match, I believe.
Did he?
Yeah, it was a good win for him too as well. Joe Ansel was very, very tough.
Strong, and on the 9-foot, for sure.
As I kind of expected, Aaron going to work here after the break, a couple shots away from a 7-5 lead. He draws it out.
Oh,
He likes that draw shot.
yeah. I actually prefer draws too, but I thought for sure he would have gone 2 rails there.
I kind of thought he might play the 2-rail that time too. He's a bit on the wrong side of the 8, but I think he can juice this one over with some right spin off 1 rail. Yeah, just like that. Doesn't need to be straight in on the 9. He knows that.
He's perfect. I'd rather take this shot than be on the rail.
And you see a lot of players draw this one. He's going to draw it low right, and it's just going to keep the stroke straighter and keep anything funny from happening. You know, our brain is telling us to roll that one a lot, and a lot of times I will. But you'll see a ton of players draw on that one. It just keeps everything a little more true. Adam, good morning. See you later on this afternoon, pal. I'm guessing you play at noon. Oh, maybe not. Top of the draw.
Good day for shooting pool. It is a good day for pool. Actually, it's really nice outside. I was surprised at how warm it was this morning. It's been quite chilly as of late.
It's coming.
It is coming. It's a good day to bust some balls. We're going to be here all day. Some monster matches coming up today.
We got like 4 A-side rounds for sure.
And I don't expect Ben to stay too long, so make sure you guys keep me company today.
Definitely. And make sure you're sharing that stream lots for us. We got
Would appreciate
lots
it.
of great stuff happening.
Just
And
let-
we'll get some guests in. Hopefully Derek will sit in for a bit. We got Peter coming later on today, I think, with Joe Sabelli.
Yep.
And I'd like to get Ben DeWolf in here. Would be nice. He was a real good friend of Barry's. Always a big supporter of Leather Pocket. I think he'd have some nice things to say about
Yeah.
the tournament and the room. And
We need to get some Barry stories in here.
yeah, it would be really nice to get some Barry stories happening. The Barry teammates, they're not so much for being on the mic other than Johnny.
Yeah.
But we can get some stories from Johnny too. He said he had a good time doing it yesterday, which is nice.
Johnny's always in for sitting in. We appreciate him.
Stan doing what he needs to do here. He's got to hold serve from here, or he's definitely going to lose this match.
I mean, Aaron's been playing great, but I just can't. I always just want the tight matches at the end, you know?
Oh no, look at this. He's landed way out of line here.
A little bit short.
Oh, now he's got to make a real big shot. This is not easy. Cue ball wants to go in the pocket when he cuts this in either corner. I think he has to play this into the top right, the pocket where the 8 is, and you got to draw this cue ball with a little maybe inside spin as well, a little bottom and a little right. One of those shots you got to practice because it does come up.
I love this shot. This is one of my favorite shots.
It is.
The punch.
It's a real nice feel when you can execute it, but it's so easy to get it wrong. Let's see. Looks like he is going to cut it in that upper right. See what kind of spin he gets on this cue ball. Big shot. Oh, he overcut it by a mile. And it's going to dress up for Aaron. What a moment here for Aaron.
To get to the hill first.
And he'll be breaking the next game, and you know he's thinking about it. Heart's got to be pumping now because this is a big game.
Got him on the wire.
And
The mighty Stan.
Hello, Tony from Newfoundland. Thanks for the luck. Cue ball control has got a Lance seminar in PG. That's always good times. If you don't learn something, you're not paying attention.
A little bit short on. Oh, no. Sorry.
I'm definitely surprised he didn't
looking at
get
the 9
closer
there.
to the 8.
Yeah.
No, he is a little short. You're right. He does have the stroke for this shot, but when the pressure is on, these long ones get a little tricky.
straight.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah.
So buttery smooth. He says, freeze on the rail. At least that's what I say to the cue ball. Try to reverse psychology the cue ball.
How does that go for you? Does it work out?
It never works.
No.
No. Because, you know, when I tell it to, like, slow down, it never listens to me. So I just tell it to freeze. And then I can't be disappointed.
Right. Because you called it.
That's right. Called it. This is a pretty great picture, too, of a young Hooey.
Oh, my gosh.
He's so young.
So 80s. Maybe this is even pre-80s. Is 70s?
Oh, man, that's probably a 70s, yeah. 70s, 80s for sure. And there he is with his granddaughter.
Yeah, I loved her so much.
Years later. 50 or so years later.
A lifetime later.
He knew how to live, that guy. He didn't miss too many moments of living.
I've got some Barry stories. I don't know how appropriate they are for the stream. Barry was a character.
So I have a good one I like to tell everybody is the second year I played with those guys in Vegas, we're playing the first round of the team match. Barry has already passed away. First round of the team match, and we're getting crushed. And Kenny Brisbane shoots the 8 in the side to beat us. It's routine in like the 22nd game, and he misses it.
Oh, my gosh.
And we need like every ball, and we get them all. And we come back. And still to this day, the hair on my arm stands up because on the jukebox started playing, "We Are the Champions." And then the very next song was "I Did It My Way."
Aww.
Like from Hooey's funeral, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, Hooey's plugging the jukebox, you guys. It was meant to be, you know?
That is crazy.
And I swear, there was something different. Like he
Yeah.
was.
He was there.
He was there. For sure he was there. The craziest. That's my favorite Hooey story.
That is crazy.
After he was gone, but my favorite story. I got one more, actually. He's at hidden spot, and there's a group of about 15 Filipinos on the 9-foot in one corner.
Yeah.
And he walks up with about $500 or $1,000 or something, slaps it on the 9-foot table, and he says, you, who wants some? You. I'll spot you the 9. I'll spot you the 8. I'll give you 2 to 7. I'll get it. And it was quiet as a church over there.
That is so funny. That is totally, I can see him doing that too.
And nobody played him. They were terrified.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Barry
when he was
like
ready
that.
to go, you
Yeah,
didn't
he's
really want to
intimidating.
play him. Yeah, he was fiery.
Yeah, he was a character. And you knew he knew what he was talking about.
He could play.
Yeah, he was not talking out of his ass, that guy.
He could play, man. He could flat out shoot. One of those guys just pot the balls, you know? He wasn't like playing precision cue ball shape. Like he was just potting, right? Making big shots all over the place. But the stroke out all the time he did. Well,
Stan went for a jump shot and fouled, so Aaron had ball in hand here to get out on this hill rack.
And it was a save from Aaron that put it there. So a nice save is going to earn him a chance to win this match. It's all about the 5 to the 7 here. That's why you see him looking at the other side of the 5. But I like just coming over on the left side of the 5 and going 2 rails to get to the 7. This way is going to get a little funny.
Overdid it.
If he can miss the side pocket with the cue ball here, he can go 2 rails underneath the 7. Just a touch of right spin.
I mean, this looks all right, but I think it's a little bit steeper than it actually looks.
I think it's just top and a touch of right spin. Oh, he went for just the 1 rail. He's going to get perfect. He's overrun it a touch, but that's pretty good from where he was. You got to feel like it's only one more good shot required. He pots this, and he's kind of out of the woods. Spins it around. He's going to nudge the 9 to maybe a bit of a tougher spot. That's okay.
I hate those shots. Those are my nemesis, those running the balls down the rail shots.
Some soft right spin now here. I don't think he goes 2 rails. I think it's soft right spin. Yeah. Oh, and he's done it. He's done it.
He's all right.
He's going to run this one in, and what a match this has been. It was all about that safety battle at 5-5.
Yep.
Aaron just got the better of it. He's played a super match here. You know he'll love that
Wow.
one. What a great win
What?
from Aaron.
Yeah. Chalk that up on the award board.
Look out B-side.
The B side just got really
Edwin,
tough.
Edwin and Stan are on the B-side in round 2.
Yowza.
Yikes. Good luck. I'm going to stay on the A side.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay on the A
I'm going to
side.
try as hard as I can. Okay, well, I think we'll have another match right away, but we'll shut it down, restart it, and come right back with more action. Don't go far, everybody.
See you soon.